They killed Charlie just for talking, and everyone put all sorts of statements out, but some of them are just, they probably shouldn't have put them out. One of them is Yasser Qadi. He's the imam at Epic, locally here in Plano, and this is what he had to say. No one deserves to be shot brutally in public, sliced open by a bullet of a cowardly sniper. Alright, starts pretty good. Hence, I condemn in the strongest terms the targeting assassination of at least 1,500 Palestinians. Really? Are we going to do this now? Like, you think this is the time to really bring up this issue? Okay. You know, he goes on, I condemn in the strongest terms the shooting of over 1,000 Palestinians living in the West Bank. I condemn the genocide in Israel. I've been upset about us giving our money to Israel to commit this. But really, is this the time? And he ends this statement with, dying by violence does not cleanse a legacy of justifying violence. I don't even know what the point of this was. Like, when I make these videos, typically there's a point, there's a message I'm trying to get across. I know at this point, I think most of you guys have realized this is not just me talking shit and making jokes, right? But what was the point of this? Does this make people more sympathetic to the Palestinians? Does this make people in America like Muslims more? Like, what was this? Or was this just just like an emotional outburst? It's not helpful. And in fact, it distracts from the main issue that's here, is that people in America are being killed for simply just talking. And you would think from like a matter of self-preservation, he would probably think that himself could be targeted for speaking. I could be targeted for speaking. I had my own family members asking me if I'm going to stop making these videos because of what happened to Charlie. But I'm not. I'm going to keep going. And it's not just him. You got someone like Rabbi Shmuley, and he says, today as we witness yet another attempt to silence pro-Israel voices. Really? You think he was killed because of his pro-Israel position? In fact, it looks like he was starting to question things about Israel, if anything. And this is, then he goes on, we are reminded of the constant threats facing Rabbi Shmuley. Dude, the day's not even over yet, and you're already talking about yourself. And then he got like a little graphic here saying, donate now, urgent appeal, protect Rabbi Shmuley. Rabbi Shmuley wants your money. He found a way to make this about him trying to get your money. And I know what you're all thinking. You don't want to say it, but I'll say it. I mean, this is some Jewish shit. Like, don't look at me like that. Don't be like, oh my God, Dr. Matt, I can't believe you. Yeah, you were probably thinking it too. Okay, I mean, this is, we all have to just do better beating the stereotype. We really all have to do that. Like me personally, like I'm half black, so when I go to the restaurant, I try to tip well. Or when I go to the beach with my friends, I try to be the first one in the water. You know, it really doesn't take much. He could have just shut his mouth. But it's just like... And most Muslims and Jews probably didn't have a good impression of Charlie because they're mostly liberal. That's how they vote. But most of them did put out a pretty good statement. Pretty respectable statement. These two are just an example of how not to do it. Now the question is, how do we move forward? We move forward by catching Charlie's killer. Then we take him to trial because we believe in the Constitution, even though he doesn't. And we fucking kill him. And after that, we go back to talking about things that we need to talk about. Because that's the only way we make progress in this country. Even though there's people like this murderer out there who doesn't believe in our ideas. And the truth is there are many more. And they live among us.